Hollywood, like many things, exists to make money. And like many things, Hollywood likes to make the most amount of money while putting in the least amount of effort. Hollywood does this in many ways. Mainly, they do this by making sequels, even to movies that don't need it, but don't get me started on that again. Sequels relieve creative teams of the burden of creating a new, original idea. However, the problem with sequels is that you can't really call them new, no matter how far you stray from the source material or how much you make it differ from the first movie. That is where reboots come in. Reboots allow you to reimagine an older idea and allow you to put your own spin or interpretation on said ideas. Sometimes those interpretations are good, and sometimes they're bad, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Some reboots in the past couple of decades have banged really hard. Reboots like Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Christopher Nolan's godsend Dark Knight trilogy, which he alone knows we needed after the forsaken George Clooney Batman movies. Another good reboot was The Jungle Book. Everyone liked this reboot so much that Disney took the reception as a sign to make every single successful animated movie that they had ever made and turn it into live action, producing a line of movies that, at their best, were mediocre, and at their worst, were fascist. The problem with these newer animated movies is that most of their subjects were more fantastical, while The Jungle Book was more grounded in reality while still being fantastical enough to be appealing to audiences. These later movies are either too fantastical or too grounded to be watchable for the former, or interesting for the latter. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, I saw most of these movies when they came out, including The Jungle Book, and I forgot they all existed until I did research for this video, so do with that information what you will. Also, don't watch this movie on acid. Or do. Experiences will vary. Unfortunately though, not all remakes can be bangers, just like not all sequels can be bangers. Some movies, like Fantastic Four, are funny with how bad they are, but some movies like the Ghostbusters reboot can cause a storm of controversy and will encourage arguments that will make your brain feel like it's shutting down whenever you read or hear them. A relevant example of this is the Harry Potter controversy. Now, it wasn't the Fantastic Beasts movie that birthed this controversy, but they certainly brought JK Rowling's transphobia back to the public eye again, just as Hogwarts Legacy is doing right now.
Almost. Trans women are women.
And do I agree with Rowling? No, of course not. Wake up. Are you watching the video? Get your head out of your ass. Snap, snap. Pay attention.
I will not administer CPR unless you're some fat dude.
But do I like Harry Potter? Like many people, of course I do. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can separate the art from the artist. This controversy got so overblown and inflated that JK Rowling did a bunch of weird stuff to try and preserve her image. Stuff like changing Hermione's ethnicity in a Harry Potter play and trying to play it off as if she was black all along, even though she was literally described as white in the books and drawn as a pale white girl by Rowling herself. It's a damn shame that these people have been stirred up by the new Harry Potter game, especially since the game consistently bangs harder than Genghis Khan. But the real problem is that people are getting doxxed, and people are making Twitch streamers actually cry over this. I thought this controversy was dead and buried. You know, Rowling is a bigot and doesn't deserve a platform, common knowledge, moving on. So, where were we? Oh yeah, bad reboots. The Amazing Spider-Man movies did Andrew Garfield dirty. If you've seen The Social Network, you'd have known this, as Garfield was amazing in this movie, pun absolutely intended. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you might have seen this clip floating around on Instagram, or YouTube, or TikTok.
Mr. Sapp. Mark! Mark!
He's wired in.
Sorry?
He's wired in.
Is he?
Yes.
How about now? You still wired in?
Call security.
You issued 24 million new shares of stock.
You signed the papers.
You set me up.
You're gonna blame me because you were the business head of the company and you made a bad business deal with your own company?
This is gonna be like I'm not a part of Facebook.
It won't be like you're not a part of Facebook. You're not a part of Facebook.
My name's on the masthead.
You might want to check again.
It's because I froze the account?
You think we were gonna let you parade around in your ridiculous suits pretending you were running this company?
Sorry! My Prada's at the cleaners! Along with my hoodie and my you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag!
What are you talking about?
You had me accused of animal cruelty.
Seriously, what the hell's the chicken?
And I'll bet what you hated the most is that they identified me as a co-founder of Facebook, which I am. You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
But hey, at least he was redeemed with Spider-Man No Way Home. Not many characters get that luxury, in film or otherwise. Indiana Jones got rebooted once. That wasn't very good. And now they're making
Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford. You can't do that. What's going on?
Alright, I'm out of things to say. Don't dox people. Don't make people cry. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all later.